2020 has been a transformational year for Florida's Great Northwest. We started out with a search for a new leader, and we scoured the nation. We did a nationwide search, and we received a lot of really qualified candidates. But the best person for the job was someone right here at home, and we brought Jennifer Conley on board. She hit the ground running. The relationships that she's brought to the table have been a game changer for our organization.
And the privilege that I have to be able to step into this leadership position and help promote Northwest Florida to not just throughout the United States, but throughout the world, and show people how amazing this place is and the opportunities that are boundless here. So we at Florida's Great Northwest operate on 3 pillars: the promotion of Northwest Florida, to diversify and grow our economy, to advocate for economic development issues that affect Northwest Florida, and then to collaborate, to bring together community stakeholders from across our 12-county region so that we're really working together across county lines and we're just one Northwest Florida. So we had to operate virtually in 2020, and one of the unique things we did was we launched a new tagline, a new brand of Broadcasting Northwest Florida.
Broadcasting Northwest Florida is a video series that Jennifer started. This is a one-on-one interview conversation. It's virtual, it's timely, it has special content in it, and what she's doing is she's talking with our partners in our counties, in our industries, and our educational systems. You're talking about programs they have, talking about what they can offer, and bringing awareness to Northwest Florida.
In fact, we have continued to generate project activity this year despite the pandemic. One of the projects in particular, they are so excited about the opportunities here, and they realize that wow, this area still has a lot of potential, a lot of room to grow.
Fortunately, this year we did more than a handful of virtual presentations direct to companies. And they were in targeted industries that we're looking at: cybersecurity, aviation, financial services, and manufacturing. So getting to do those presentations takes us to the next level.
I think that we're going to continue to gain momentum, we're going to continue to get looks, we're going to continue to grow project activity, and that's what we're laser focused on.
And through social media, we were reaching out on some major platforms and avenues like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. With the emphasis we've put in those avenues this year, we've seen a tremendous amount of growth.
The Triumph Gulf Coast Board actually entrusted FGNW with a grant to do both some education and workforce research, but also to launch a full-scale marketing campaign. And I am so excited about this. We have worked really hard to be thoughtful about what items are going to make the most impact on our decision makers with companies, executives that we target, also with our site selection community. And so we're getting ready to kick that off. You're going to start seeing some of their materials by early 2021.
I've never been more excited for the future of this organization. I think that we are on chart to really do some exceptional work in the space of promoting Northwest Florida to the rest of the world.
So really the biggest thing that got us into the space of advocacy was to protect the Triumph Gulf Coast funds. That $1.5 billion that was meant to go to grow and diversify Northwest Florida's economy, we had to protect it. And so the leadership at Florida's Great Northwest had the vision of hiring a professional representation in Tallahassee.
We hired Johnson & Blanton over in Tallahassee, and Derek McGee specifically with that firm to be our lobbyist. That was probably, in my time of working with the advocacy committee, the best thing we ever did. The larger your voice, the easier it is to get things done in Tallahassee. And so having him on our team to really advocate for us, and then joining with other organizations and other groups that were advocating for the same thing, showing group strength in numbers really helped us get that done.
They also were extremely helpful in helping us land some of the opportunities for our rural partners, specifically Opportunity Florida.
One of the biggest issues this past session was the Rural Regional Development Grant. And what it did is it passed the legislature expanding the amount of money that is there and available for rural regional development. The dollar figure tied to that this year was $250,000. It was only $150,000, so we got it expanded by $100,000.
So it's been incredibly helpful for us to have someone that keeps Northwest Florida top of mind all day, all night, and they work tirelessly for Florida's Great Northwest. So, the reason that Florida's Great Northwest was set up 20 years ago was for us to collaborate across our 12 counties in Northwest Florida. And that's important because together we're a bigger voice and we can make bigger impacts. And I'm really excited about where we're bringing that effort through our Northwest Florida Forward strategy and some of the great things that we're doing with our 5 councils that are set up to collaborate together, focused on specific areas to improve Northwest Florida. And it focuses on 5 key areas, and that is business vitality, infrastructure, talent, quality of place, and entrepreneurship and innovation. And the whole purpose is if we can strengthen ourselves in each of those 5 key areas, there's no doubt that Northwest Florida will grow and diversify. So this year during 2020, we finally were able to come together and really decide how we wanted to relaunch the Northwest Florida Forward strategy. And so we did that through an event called Reigniting Regional Collaboration. And even though it was virtual and live streamed, I think we did just that. And we'll really kick that back off with pulling our councils together in early 2021. So that's just something you're gonna have to watch because it's gonna explode. But probably one of the most exciting things that's coming out of the foundation is the endowment fund. We have $1 million endowment fund that has been invested in 2020. We're doing it slowly over a 6-month period because of the market volatility due to the pandemic, but it will be a recurring source of funds for not just the foundation, but also our marketing efforts for Florida's Great Northwest.
There's been a tremendous amount of work done by leaders from the past to make sure that we have a solid foundation at Florida's Great Northwest, that the organization is financially viable and that it was structured in a way that it could continue on for years and years.
This year we'll have celebrated 20 years of regional collaboration. And that is huge, that we can work together across our 12 counties to agree that we can really grow and diversify Northwest Florida, and we can do that in a meaningful way.
Wayne Stubbs from Port Penwell City talks about economic development, and he says economic development is a marathon, not a sprint. It's one of my favorite quotes because it is so incredibly true. And in this region, it's kind of one big small town, so relationships are important, and economic development is a relationship business.
I'm not just a kid from Port St. Joe. I am the first person in my family to go to college, thanks to a good paying job that my dad was able to get in little old Port St. Joe. And I'm just thrilled for the opportunity, and I'm so passionate, and I'm just excited about where we're headed.
Watch out, world.
Watch out, world.
Northwest Florida is on the move.
Northwest Florida is on the move.
Northwest Florida is on the move.